Alright, what's going on, guys? It's me, Axel, and today I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to do that long awaited effect that everyone's been bugging me about. Well, I don't really blame you guys, but I've been really busy with schoolwork and all that stuff. I've never really had time to like do tutorials, and when I do, I just go to the gym or something. And yeah, so it's Sunday morning. I have nothing to do, so I might as well do this tutorial. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is the effect. Let me just mute this quickly. It is this, like, these cool 2D animations that come up on the screen and they go away, and they're really cool. Here's another one right here. They're just really cool, and people like are creative with them and stuff like that. But I'm gonna teach you how to do this one right here. Just I'm gonna try and recreate this, and I'll let you guys do your, be creative and do whatever you think is cool. So basically, that I'm pretty sure that gun right there is an R7000 in COD 4, but I don't really pick COD 4 that much. But I got an M40. It's pretty similar. All you gotta do to get these kind of gun pictures is go to Google and search up the gun you're looking for. So I'm looking for an M40A3, and you gotta search up transparent background right there. And if you go to images, it will be right there. Here's a shotgun, here's M40, another type of M40. You can just search up anything, intervention, transparent background, any gun pretty much. If you can't find it, just look inside of picture packs or something and you should find it. But here you go. So what I want to do is I want to make a new composition. I'm guessing you guys already have your composition, so I'm just gonna make it like that, and I'm gonna drag my M40 in here. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip this around. So click this corner and hold control and just drag this way until it's proportion right, so it's good. I'm gonna bring it up to 100. Actually made it worse. What am I doing? 200. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, so I'm just gonna scale this up quickly. Scale it about there. So now I have my gun, and basically to get it that cartoon thing, you just go to effects and presets, and if my After Effects does not crash, okay, sorry about that, and search up fill. You want to get fill, and you want to fill this M40, and it'll give that cartoon thing. But since I'm trying to recreate this, I'm gonna make it yellow, the same yellow color. Just get that yellow in there. So now if you can kind of see in there's like a little white outline. I'm gonna teach you this. If you don't want to do a white outline, just skip forward a bit until it goes to the part where I start making the shape. So for the white outline, search up a thing called stroke, and it's in the generate, and you want to drag this onto your M40, and nothing will happen. So what you want to do is you want to have your M40 layer clicked, or your whatever gun, and you want to click this little pen tool, and you want to go up to it, zoom in, and you want to basically make a outline around the whole gun. So just like that. It can be good, it doesn't matter. The more time you spend, basically the better it will be. So just like that. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video. I'll be back when I'm done to save time, so bear up. Alright, I'm back, and this is my last point. So now I clicked it, I went all the way around and I clicked on the first point again, and now the mask is complete. So you'll notice nothing happened still. What you gotta do is go in the stroke effect right here, and you want to click mask, and then you'll see a white line around it, and you can mess around with the brush size, brush hardness, and all that stuff. I'm gonna keep it at that. Brush hardness, that's pretty good. I say make the size 1 so you can still see. That looks pretty shit. I'll make it 1 point, what the hell am I doing, 1.3. It all depends on what you want. So the hell did I do? Say, come on, mask 1. Okay, control Z. Okay, there you go. So now we are done the gun. So now for the shape. So basically for the shape, you can make whatever shape you want. If you want like a square, if there's no like like, and if you go up here and then you click one of these and there's no shape that you want, like if you want like a triangle and there's no triangle here, what you do is you go to layer, new, solid, and you pick the color that you want, and you basically click the masking tool and you make a triangle or whatever shape you want, and you make it into the triangle, and then you can just follow what I do, but I'm gonna make it a star because stars are cool. So change the color of the thing, the shape, go to fill, and I'm gonna make it this color. So I'm gonna click, hold shift, and I'm gonna drag. So there is my basic star, and I'm gonna move it right over here. First thing I want to do is click the down arrow, go to transform, and make the anchor point the middle point. So that point right there, that crosshair with the circle in the middle, that's the anchor point, and that's the point where everything spins around it. So if I were to rotate it from here, it would rotate like this. Like, let me show you a quick example. Rotation, it goes like that, and we don't want that. It rotates around the anchor point. We want it to rotate from the middle. So anchor point goes in the middle. So now if we rotate, it rotates perfectly like this. Okay, that's good enough, whatever. So there. If you want to know where the middle is, click the little arrow, go to title, action, save, and right where that little cross arrow is right there, that's the middle point. And you can move everything. Make the M40 or the gun layer above the shape layer. Okay, so for the shape layer, I'm gonna scale it down a bit, and I'm pretty sure. Okay, so one sec. Okay, sorry about that, my brother came upstairs, and it's okay. So now if you want to remove these things, just go here and click title, action, save again, and you won't see it. So basically we're done the beginning part. Now we want to animate it. So let's say you already have your episode here or whatever, and you want to do the transition right here. So let's say this is the beginning of your transition. So if you're to, like, I don't know how to explain it. Just make sure wherever you want your transition to be finished, that's where you keyframe first. So I'm gonna start it from here. I want it to be done at half a second. So I'm gonna bring this little thing down, and it should say 2 seconds, 1 second, half a second right there. So right there, I want the star to be at its full place. So this is where it's gonna be after things. So I'm gonna click the little down arrow, and I'm gonna click for scale and rotation. I'm gonna click keyframe, this little stopwatch, and then it makes 2 keyframes right here. So now I want to go back, and now I want to make the rotation a bit this way, and I want to scale it down to 0. So basically we just told the program that in this time we want it to start off like this. We want it to go, as it comes up, it rotates, and boom, it stops right there. So look, so now if I were to pre-render this, see, and that's pretty slow for animation, so make that a little faster, just like that. So now we're done the star animation. If, by the way, if you want like a white line around the star, all you gotta do is just add a stroke, do the mask thing, and mask around it just like that, and add a star stroke thing. Okay, so there you go. So basically we have the star animation. So now what we do is we want the M40 to spin right after the star, because in the video right here, the star comes in first, I mean the triangle, and then the M40 spins in, and then the bounce spins in. So here we are. So this comes in. You can make it spin more. If you want it to spin more, just come to the beginning of the animation and make it like weird, and then as it comes up, it spins really fast. So there we go. And right when the star animation comes, I want the M40 to start. So I'm gonna click the little down arrow. Actually, for the shape layer, click the down arrow, make everything go back in, and then click it and click U to bring out only the animations. So now for the M40, the anchor point, you want to make that in the middle too. So I'd say right about there is good. And for this one, you want to go a bit forward where you want it to finish, like where you want it to come after the animation. So right there, I want to also keyframe the position. Actually no, before I do that, I want to rotate it a bit, because this is how I want it at the end. So I'm gonna bring it up here. Now this is my final, this is how it's gonna look at the end. So I put it there. Now I want to click position, scale, and rotation, and now I want to go back to where the shape layer ends, and I want to go position. I want to bring it down a bit to here, because I want to to come out of here and then spin up here. Like in the video, if you look closely, that's what they do. Rotation, I'm gonna say 1 full spin, depends on your liking, and 0. So now what we did is we made the animation, so basically like that. You'll notice it doesn't look anything like the things on the video. Like if you've seen these on other edits and stuff, it looks nothing like that. It's because they added motion blur. And how you add motion blur is you click this little this 3 ball thing here, and you click a 3 ball thing for both the layers, and you'll notice the difference right away. See, as you can see, the motion blur. Oh, watch the difference. See how it spins like way faster. Like as you can see here, it's kind of blurry, but like see, like it blurs and it spins fast. So now I'm gonna click U on this, and I'm gonna click U on this, and it just brings out the whatever, what is it called, the keyframes. So that's pretty much the beginning. Now rotation, I want to make it a little more actually, so I want it to spin a little more. There you go. And now we got the rotation. So now for the letters and writing or whatever. So basically the writing, same thing. What you want to do is click the little text layer, and you want to have your font. Mine is Lobster 1.4. This is a really cool font, and I'm gonna make it, since the video, it's black and white on the outside. So okay, that's perfect. So how you get the stroke around the text, so I'm just gonna click, I'm gonna write bound, actually no, get that, I'm gonna search off, I'm gonna write Yaxo, no, what am I doing, AXO, and I'm gonna scale this up a bit. That does not look cartoony or whatever, but the trick to the font is you want to make it, you want to find a cartoony font, and you want to make it look as cartoony as possible, or whatever the look you're trying to get. So there you go. How you get the thing around the, what's it called, the white thing around the text, is you gotta go here, and this is the normal letter, like the normal color of the text. So if I were to, hold up, you gotta get the text, you want to go like this, and you want to click here. So if I wanted to make it red, you can go like that. Just make sure you have your thing highlighted, so black. And then now to change the stroke right here, this is a little white thing or whatever color it is, click it, and it'll activate the stroke, and you can make it whatever color you want. And to edit the width of it, you click here and you go like that. Okay, any second. I made that black by accident, so I'm gonna make it white. Okay, I gotta highlight this and then make it white, so it's kind of a pain, but you gotta do that. And you can go here and you can edit it and make it as wide as you want and texty as you want. So now we're gonna add motion blur to this one too, just before we do it. And now basically right after the M40, I want the text to come in, so I'm gonna go at the end of the M40 and I'm gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna go a bit forward, so about that much, because that's where the end is gonna be, and I want it to be position, scale, and rotation. And now you want to go back here and you want to make the position, I'd say, actually before we do that, take these off, go there again. You want to edit the anchor point. Sorry about that, I never told you guys, but just make sure for each of these you make the anchor point in the middle, or else it's gonna spin weird. It's gonna spin in like a, like, I can't really explain, but just try it on yourself and you'll see what I mean. But gotta make the anchor point at the right place. So I'd say that is good. And now we go position, scale, and rotation. Go back to the beginning or the end of the M40 animation and make the position up this time. I want it to come from the up side right there, and I want to rotate it the opposite way of the M40. So the M40, it is spinning in a counterclockwise, so I want this to spin in a clockwise. So rotation, if I were to do it this way, it would spin like that. No, so I gotta do it this way. Okay, so there you go, and scale it to 0. So now if you see the whole thing, it will look pretty cool. So that's pretty much the basics. If you wanted something like this right here, wait up, right here, that's pretty easy. All you gotta do is make the black solid circle thing. You want to make another yellow solid circle thing, and this one, what they use for that circle wipe effect is a linear wipe, and you got to add that onto it, and you got to keyframe it, and then you got to add the text like I did. But that's pretty much it. All you got to do to make it that cartoony, like blurry effect is add motion blur. If you don't have that, if for some reason it looks different like this right here and there's no motion blur, I should have added this before, but click F4 and you will see it. Like click F4 on the top of your keyboard and you'll see it like that. There's two different ones. So that's basically it, guys. Also in the thing on the video, like right here, watch, you'll see it as it comes up, the whole screen moves up, so it pretty much scales up. What they do is they add a new camera, and then the camera is pretty much this what's showing right now, and they just scale the camera up on cue, so pretty much keyframe it, and that's how it looks. So that was pretty much it, guys. I know I said that 6 times, but whatever. Sorry I haven't had much time to make tutorials. School is hectic because I'm in grade 11 now, and I'm going to university soon, so pretty much I'm out of tutorial ideas or suggestions to make tutorials. So just keep submitting tutorials so I can upload them, and if you want a specific tutorial made by me, you can message me through YouTube, and if it's a good tutorial or a series idea, just message me and I'll give you credit for it or whatever, and I'll use it. And thanks, guys. So pretty much if you watched it up to here and you're still listening to my voice, just leave a rating, maybe even comment saying if it helped or not, if you have any problems. I'm Yakso, and I'm out, guys. Peace, and hope you enjoyed the tutorial.